Hazards and Emergencies. Lecture number 7. Objective. The objective of this lecture is to understand the hazards and emergencies on the road and the ways to deal with them to stay safe. The main modules of this lecture are hazard perception, categories of hazards, emergencies, your responsibility in a crash. Let's start with the first module, hazard perception. Hazard perception. For better understanding, let's see this one by one. The hazard and the perception. The hazard. A hazard is anything that has the potential to cause harm. In driving terms, hazards can be anything that may cause the drivers to change speed, direction, or position of the vehicle. Commonly, there are two types of hazard. They are actual hazards, potential hazards. Actual hazards. An actual hazard can be anything which is physically present in front of the driver and forces him to reduce the speed or change direction. Examples of actual hazards are T-junctions or roundabouts, vehicle moving slowly or stopping in the moving lane, curve that requires you to slow down, a parked vehicle's door opening, a slippery road surface. Potential hazards. A potential hazard is something which is not physically present in front of the driver but may appear suddenly and force the driver to react. Examples of potential hazards are vehicle signaling the intention to change lanes, vehicle present on the side of the road waiting to enter the main road, pedestrian or cyclists present at a pedestrian crossing, traffic lights that may change, motorcycle rider in the right lane behind a heavy vehicle. Apart from actual and potential hazards, it is also important for the drivers to understand the immediate hazard, the cause of the hazard. Immediate hazard. An immediate hazard can be identified by prioritizing the hazard in case of multiple hazards. An immediate hazard is an imminent danger which exists nearest to the driver. For example, a parked vehicle is opening the door, or a child is running in front of the vehicle. Both of these are hazardous activities, but the immediate hazard is the vehicle opening the door. Cause of hazard. Anything on the road which has a tendency to create a hazardous situation is called cause of hazard. For example, vehicle aquaplane on the road during rain. The vehicle is the hazard, however the cause of the hazard is the rain. Remember, hazards can be different depending on the area where the drivers are driving, such as residential, rural road, freeway. The perception. It is a process of being aware of something with the help of sensory information. In driving terms, perception is the ability to read the road details with the help of your senses and use that information to interact with the road environment. For example, before crossing the busy street, pedestrians rely on hearing and sight to make sure vehicles are not coming. The ability of perception can be affected by the following factors: age, level of understanding, nature of information. The perception skills are used to analyze the type of hazard which helps to improve the hazard perception. Hazard perception. Hazard perception is the ability to identify potentially dangerous traffic situations. Hazard perception is a vital part of the driving task. The insufficient skills in perceiving hazards can lead to crashes, especially in the case of novice drivers. Proper hazard perception not only consists of scanning and perceiving a hazard in time, but also correctly appraising the seriousness of it by assessing the level of risk and predicting what might happen next, responding in a way to avoid or deal with the possible hazards. The hazard perception improves with the experience. However, driving experts have derived a method to accelerate development of learner drivers, especially the novice, ability to forecast, identify driving hazards, and apply appropriate actions. This is ensured by exposing them early to dangerous driving situations with the help of hazard perception clips, and the test is known as Hazard Perception Test, or HPT. The HPT is a computer-based touchscreen test that measures the ability to forecast, anticipate, and identify the driving hazards. This test was first introduced in the United Kingdom as part of their theory test in 2002. In Dubai, RTA has introduced HPT in 2015 to help the learner drivers to improve hazard perception skills and develop the ability to drive safely. In general, drivers can improve hazard perception skills by doing the following: see wider and farther to filter possible hazards. Read the movement of the other road users to anticipate their actions. Slow down and cover the brake pedal to reduce the reaction time. Be aware of the physical and mental condition as it affects driving. Stay calm, as being calm helps to stay in control.